Hey everyone, it's Talks with Sam again. Maybe you missed me over the past 2 weeks. I will try to get more regular with you because I miss you too, and I have some videos also already done, so I would love to share them since they were pretty insightful. I would love to continue this chapter every week, every Monday, so make sure you follow me because I will also upload some other speeches here related to individual freedom, broadening of the opportunities, and life, sort of. I like life. Life is good. I don't know, most people don't live. So today I would love to talk about whether you should move to a Georgian village or to Dubai to evolve. And it might sound weird to you as a topic, right? This is exactly the sort of dilemma I've been going through. And the aim is too long haven't read, too long didn't read is actually introspection. It's that simple. It's something that I try to direct you during or the very few people I've been mentoring. I have different periods, and I don't want to mentor much. I don't want to be in the position from above to other people. I think it's more to me about sharing the insights. This is what I enjoy, but at the same time, mentorship is sort of like should direct you somewhere, should get you somewhere. And I believe that the most valuable thing you can get to is the introspection, to build a stronger belief with yourself, and to have a sort of genuine surroundings, which we very rarely have. And so if you wanted a mentorship, I might open 2 seats for 2 months, 8 sessions per 1 hour for $2,000 each. But that's it. I really don't want to take more people for mentorship, for individual sessions, because it's very tiring to me, and I now aim to focus on some other areas. But if you wanted it, you can go through my link tree and contact me somewhere. Okay, so Dubai or Georgian village? It doesn't matter. It's up to you. The idea of when you go and when you search for information on where you should move or what you should do, whatever in life, and you get any information, it doesn't matter. So it's not that you should go and follow the orders or something, and no one else can figure this out for you. The idea of the Freeist is that you accept responsibility for your life. At the same time, you aim, and it's only your responsibility to be informed. And so you want to be informed. You want to find out what are the possible solutions for you, where you would feel best. But sadly, the problem is that you cannot take experience from someone else and just accept it as your own, because that's sort of not how it works. You need to create your own experience and figure out what works for you. And you don't have to travel to the other side of the world for this, sort of. You can create a similar environment. Of course, you can ask other people for their impressions, but the problem is that most people are irrelevant. So even before I was moving to Georgia, people were like, oh, that's middle age, whatever, or that's not good enough, or it's not developed. But in reality, most of these people have never been here. Georgia is actually a lot developed. Many things work here better than in Europe, especially banking is very good. It's why we open bank accounts remotely here with my friend Pavel, and we have a lot of customers who are using a Georgian bank and who live abroad because it's just a good deal. I have another video about diversification of the bank accounts. You can check it on my channel. People who will give you recommendations, usually, they don't have the experience themselves, or they have a very limited one, such as visiting the place for a weekend or a week, and also visiting just some particular places. When I travel, even for sort of tourism, I try to see the place the eyes of as if I lived there. So I prefer like Airbnb, apartment, and buy my own products and so on. So it feels more like the life kind of I would live in case I lived there, right? I search for local gyms and so on. So I'm not really staying in like I don't know, all-inclusive residency where you don't have a clue how normal people live there. So like, could this be your life? Yeah. So this is like sort of different way of life. First of all, if the other person has this kind of experience of like tourism only, so their opinion is not very relevant to you. Another one, or like what you should do then, get informed, but observe yourself how you feel in different type of environment. It can be even in your country, but just like, how do you feel? Are you more like into water? Do you actually enjoy water? And for example, I don't like swimming, but I love sunsets over the seaside, and I love the sound of the seaside. It's just super calming to me. But I can be even at the riverside. I can be even in the mountains at the spring of the water of the river. That's just so peaceful and so calming to me, and I really love it, and it's like mood booster to me. So like, I know myself this well that I know that what is the exact pattern that actually calms me down and that I want to experience more. And why is it important? Because then if you are surrounded by these things, people think that, oh, you'll get spoiled or you won't appreciate it anymore when you'll have it every day. But it's not true. It's a difference of gratefulness and awareness. So like, you can be beautiful, but you might not perceive yourself as beautiful. But it doesn't mean that you won't be beautiful. It's just like your perception. It's only your gratefulness, your awareness. It's your mental state. It's like if you wake up and if you are, even if you were in a sunny environment every day, you might not be grateful for it. But it's not because of the weather. It's because of you. So if you know yourself and if you create yourself, like free conditions and more opportunities, so then you can be in the environment you love every day, and it's very important. It will change your life. And then you can and the second plan idea of like evolving in Dubai or Georgian village, it's been my dilemma. So a month ago or maybe even less, I've been in Dubai, and now I'm in a Georgian village. I realized that to me it's exactly what I needed to experience, and it is particularly the warmth, the acceptance that I have here, nature I have here. Oh my gosh, it's just so peaceful, and it's exactly what I needed. I feel like much more relaxed. I feel loved. I feel safety, security. I feel like that I have a place to be, because I couldn't make a decision on where I'll move next and where I'll go, and I had certain uncertainty with work, like where I'll be going or not or so. And it took me a while to make a decision, and I didn't want to be in my previous place in the capital here, and I had this opportunity to stay for a while at the village, and so I'm here. And I understand that for my mental state, it was very important to experience this like family vibe and acceptance of other people, because this is what I didn't have in the past. And so this is like what changed me in a very good way, and it's like what I have to experience, what I have to go through, even like for a week or two. And because this way my mental health, just my psyche just fulfills this kind of uncertainty, this kind of like I'm here getting to another another perspective, but like I realize that our brain really needs consistency. And so if we have experienced uncertainty and very conditional state during our childhood, for example, or this is what I had, and so I needed to go through the healthy way. Now a cow comes here. This is a cow. Amazing word, like. So I experienced uncertainty and very conditional like living in the apartment, and so I was scared to not to be like good girl then at some point, and just understand. To me, having like not such a conditional home somewhere else with other people and such a unconditional, it's always conditional in some way, but like there are certain nuances, right? And so like not having to be willing to be manipulated, to me it's very important to go through, because otherwise my brain won't believe that it's possible. And so my brain cannot seek this in the real world unless it understands and fully perceives and accepts that it's possible. So even if I found, let's say, a potential husband, whatever, a nice guy who would treat me well, my brain would be like, oh, that's somehow weird, I don't understand. And so I would just be continuing the same pattern over through my life, over and over again, because brain seeks consistency. And so even if I potentially experience something different, my brain will be like avoiding it because it's not good. It's weird to it. So yeah. And so it's exactly where my area of growth was in experiencing this, and this is what I need. I don't need Dubai, I don't need to go to Bali now. I need to learn some other things in my life now. I need to learn more, or rather less uncertainty. So my next quest is not to travel that much anymore for at least certain time. My next quest is the capability to buy a 3-month membership in a gym. It sounds ridiculous, right? I think you can do it. I can't. To me, it's frightening. It's frightening to me that I will commit myself to 3 months in the same gym, on the same location, in the same city, in the same country. To me, it's like very strange, because I get to the point when my life, I was not able to tell you if we can go in 2 days now. I cannot tell you in 2 days if we will go to breakfast, because I'm like, yeah, maybe I won't be in the country. This is like where I get myself, my life. And I understood that this uncertainty takes away too much of my energy. So now I'm not in the running away mode anymore, and I understand I don't have to run away from certain things. I have friends, I have hobbies, and I have some things that I want to do here now in Georgia. So I want to be here. I want to evolve the business. I want to do like long-term positive sum games now. And it's better when they are done in the same location. It doesn't mean that it won't be remote. No, it will be remote. I love remote work, and I love outsourcing, and I will delegate more and so on. But like, I need to learn certain different areas in my life now, and that's why I have to create myself such environment that will enable me. But it doesn't mean that I will lose my freedom. There is a nuance in this, that it doesn't mean I will give up on my freedom. If you understand what I'm talking about now, so because I was mentioning this in my Instagram stories a few days ago, and a few people texted me, oh my gosh, this resonates with me so much. You don't give up your freedom fully if you just it's freedom. It's you already create yourself this mindset. You broaden your mind to understand the opportunities you have in life. You're constantly broadening the opportunities you have, etc., etc. It's amazing, but you don't have to give up on it. You can learn to interact with other people and so on. Like, maybe if this resonates with you, freedom is already your strength. That's good, but at the same time, it might limit you. So what is the area that you have to evolve? To me, it's collaboration. It's like exchange of actions with other people. It's like I'm watching cats here, sorry. It's like the capacity, the ability to interact with other people and to collaborate with them in an enforced manner. it's very beautiful. It exists. It's very nice. I didn't believe it. But yeah, like if you have the right people, it can work very well. And so, for example, this is my current issue, and I understand that. Oh, but I'm not losing my freedom. I can always just pack and leave in matter of minutes. I already know this. But I don't have this to limit myself, so I don't have to constantly create a condition when I actually have to leave, because my accommodation is ending in a day, and so I will have to leave, and maybe it's better if I figure out where to go next, and I might go to another place. But at the same time, I may actually commit to one place, and I learn something new. So I can learn to deepen the relationship. I can work on more trust and strengthen the relationship with some people and experience love and all these things. So it's really beautiful, and there's a lot to that like long-term interactions also have to offer. I think it's good to build both, to learn to easily like in short term to collaborate with people, and at the same and build relationship and be more like directed, goal oriented, understanding what you want from the conversation. Do you want me to show you a cat? But at the same time building long-term relationships with people you can rely on, and this might not be in your home country only. Like the problem, my friend, he was mentioning that one side back of digital nomad life is that you're not anymore in touch with people like from your childhood and so on, and if something really goes wrong, so you will not have this kind of support, like no one will stand for you. It's not true, actually. I realized that even like people from my childhood, if you grow, if you evolve yourself, so people from your childhood are actually jealous of you. They don't want to help you because you're better. And it's not conditional that these people will really stand for you and will be there for you if everything goes wrong, sort of. You want to go into countries where which are like more community based, and where you can really rely on other people and people will stand for you. It might be conditional, like communities are conditional. You collaborate with each other, but like it's still voluntary. You can choose the community, sort of, if you're a foreigner. I think such countries are Southeast Asia and Georgia, the Caucasus region, I think. So they're more like family, community based, and so here you can actually create such relationships, such relations with locals, with other people on whom you can rely on. So tell me, what do you think about it? I think it's very interesting, and of course, like, it doesn't mean that people from your country, from your childhood, might not stand for you, but it's like it's not only this, and I don't know how about in your country, but in my country, I wouldn't rely on it. And I don't say that like everyone is like that, but just like I just don't rely on it. I don't trust it because I don't think that it works like this in every country. Yeah. So yeah, tell me, where have you experienced more trust, or what is your place, or what is your area of the next evolvement, or what kind of insight you got from my speech today? And I'll be looking forward to you next time. Cheers! And send me some coffee. I like coffee. I drink decaf.